All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Dash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders in great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's why we give double honors to our apostles that have taught us the name in truth and sincerity, man. Because the times we living in 2021, which is the hastening the coming of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and it's showing itself to be that because things are happening quick. That's why we say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, and Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Dash for giving us his truth, knowledge, and wisdom in the times that we living in. This is just a quick video. I don't get to do these too much, but this situation came up and it just sparked my interest into jumping into this lesson. The situation that took place is between Naomi Osaka beat Serena Williams. Okay. I'm gonna title this Jake versus Jake. That's pretty much what this is, because the world will look at Miss Osaka and think, oh, that's a Japanese woman coming on a level, But at the end of the day, they know that this woman is doing what she's doing because she has Jake seed, Jake blood, Israelite blood. Okay, this title of this video is gonna be either Jake versus Jake. Naomi Osaka is a Israelite. Okay. Because this is what broke down. I even watched the match, man. And Serena, in her prime, could have got at her. It would have been a good match. A reason why, I grew up on my parents watched tennis. So, I've watched Serena throughout the years here and there. But she's good at what she does. But if you look at Naomi is doing extremely well. They call her a superstar. All right. She's young and she's ready to go, because that's why it says the glory of the young man is his strength. All right, so that's what her glory is in her strength, because she's young, But skill wise and experience wise, Serena has her, but it's just that age, man. But Serena has more wisdom now than she did when she was her age, to be able to be where she is at as a champion. But Osaka won. But I just wanted to jump in because this is her father. All right, Leonard Francisco. All right, this is her father right here. He's a Haitian. So why do you think why hasn't any Japanese so-called woman been able to beat Serena like this? Because it's not a Japanese woman beat Serena. It's an Israelite. All right, a Haitian. Okay, a Levite. If you want to get into the tribe, she would be a Levite. Okay, according to the line of her father, which is this. This is him right here. And he's the reason for her being in this type of position, because he propelled her, just like Venus and Serena Williams' father pushed on them, because that's an Israelite pushing their child and their seed to that great heights, man. Just like the father's doing unto us. Okay, this is likened unto the nation of Israel, Judah, and the nation of Israel. The Lord is the one forcing us to be the righteous gods that we're getting ready to be, man. All right, but this is her father right here. You clearly tell Jake. Jake. Like I say, he has a good, a very energetic spirit. But let's go ahead and read it. It says beside. All right, let's go up here. I'm just gonna read the first part of this. It says that say one should always love like a mother and care like a father. Well, it may not match all people. Leonard Francisco is someone who fits this description perfectly. That's another thing. They call us, deadbeat dads, and we don't care about our kids. But look what this man did for his kids, and look what Venus and Serena father did for them. Even in the curses, we can be somewhat good fathers. But imagine when the Lord takes all of the curses off of us. Imagine how we're going to be towards our children, and how the relationship is going to be towards our children. It's going to be out of this world, man. All right. It says it's someone who fits this description perfectly. Who can miss the father of the world's tennis champion, Naomi Osaka, right? Apart from being caring, it would be safe to say that Leonard guided his daughter into the world of tennis. It is more so if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have had a success. She might have been some internet thought by now. I'm just saying. This is the world we live in, man. If you don't have direction, that's why it says raise up a child when they're young, then they will not depart from it. So imagine if he wasn't in his child's life the way he is, who knows what she would be? It wouldn't be this, but that's how the Lord set it up. If he wasn't on his daughter like this and, pushing her towards that, she's achieved greatness, financial greatness, financial superiority. She's good the rest of her life. And she's piecing him off. She know where she got it from, man. Them days that she's like, Dad, I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? I don't want to do this. But he forced her, and look where she's at now, man. At the pinnacle of the game, man. Beating the top of the top. It says beside, let's read it again. Apart from being caring, it would say that Leonard guided his daughter into the world of tennis. It's more commendable thinking about how he knew nothing about the sport himself. So Jake is so cold, you can take somebody and teach them a sport that you don't even know how to play that well, or about it, and be able to turn them into a champion. Israel is the living Midas touch. All right, you brothers, look up that story. It's a very, it's an older historical story, but it's called the Midas touch. That means everything you touch turns to gold, man. That's how cold Jake is. He didn't even know how to play tennis or much about it. He just knew he was going to turn his daughter. That's the power of mind and power of resolute thought. That's the same thing we should be. In this truth, we should have a resolute mind. A resolute mind to know that we are the children of Israel, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua will come and save us from this wicked ass place, man. And he will destroy Babylon. That's a known thought in our minds of which you run fervently, man. All right. But this man did great things for his daughter, and she should be grateful. But that's just a testimony of how great Jake can be. But Naomi Osaka, she is an Israelite. She is from the tribe of Levi, man. Okay. She is from the tribe of Levi, and she is blessed because of the seed of her father. And I'm going to prove that by the way of the scriptures. And if this ever does get out vast, video, these scriptures prove that, man. This is the book of Numbers 1 and verse 18. This is a very well-known scriptures. Very well-known precept. Well, this hits it to the head, man. Numbers 1 and 18. And they, who's they? The tribe of Israel. The nation of Israel, okay? Let's read up. It says, and Moses and Aaron took these men which were expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree. What is the pedigree? Your line, your stock, your genealogy, where you come from. That's why Jake get that from the hood. Who you with? Who you know? That's where they get that. If you come around and you don't know nobody, it's a bad deal for you, man. The word there is Yalad. All right, Yalad. Yalad. And it says what? Bearing, bring forth, beget, gender, travail, bear, bring forth, child, distress, wicked. So pretty much what? Where your pedigree is. Your birth. Yep, child of birth. Yep, so where are you from? What line are you from? So it says they what? They assembled themselves, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20-year-old and upwards by their polls. So that's how you assemble yourself, by the line of your father. So she would be from the line of her father. Naomi would be a Levite. So she would assemble herself under the banner of the Levites. All right, the Levitical priest line. So she would be a daughter of a priest, because the Levites were priests at one time. So she has a heavy spirit on her, man. So that shows you the Lord, man. He works, man. He works. That's why once you understand this truth, you can see the world behind the world. Because the person outside looks at her and say, look, the Japanese are coming up. No, Japanese aren't coming up on the level, because she's an Israelite. She has only thing on her Japanese is the look on her. She might have some eyes. That's it. And some facial features from her mother. But the deep down who she is to the Most High and to the angels, she's an Israelite. It's the second Ezra 2 and verse 59. And it says, and these were they which went up from Telmah, Harasa, Cherub, Adon, and Amor, but they could not show their father's house. They didn't say their mother's house. And we dealing with the Israelite customs. We're not worrying about these heathens and what they did. Somebody will say, well, the Elamites, we ain't worrying about that. We're going today because the Most High is not a power that changes. So the same way he gave Israel to conduct who is what is the same way he does it today. No matter what the world so-called means by establishing where you come from. Okay? And it says, but they could not show their father's house, their seed, and their seed, whether they were of Israel. So they couldn't do it. They couldn't find their father's house. It said, well, who's your mother? They didn't say that. They didn't say, well, where's your mother at? We can ask her and get you in there. No, they asked about the pedigree of the father's house because we were in the time of building up again. So we wanted to stay as close to the stock of Israel as possible. Okay? That's why we told the nations, nah, you can't build with us, man. You can't build this with us. This is us, to us and our God, man. So that's the same thing we saying today. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with the Israelites no matter how they look. They're going to come looking like the other nations. They're going to come looking just having attributes of the other nations. More some than others. But through their line, they go back to Israel. All right? This is Acts 3 and 25, and I'm going to close. Ye are the children of the prophets. See? It didn't say you are the cousins. Or, I mean, they didn't say you were the distant descendant from the mother's side. It says, ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which Yahweh made with our fathers. So if we say today that we're Israelites by the Spirit, that's why they said the Spirit bear witness that we are the children of Israel. It's by our father's line is what we're going after, man. We're not going after these other nations' line. We're going after our father's line, okay? Saying, unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. And the main way they bless when we deposit our seed into their women, and they come out somewhat looking like their nation. Then our son can go and pop their woman and, you know, make that nation somewhat got some clout, because Israel's spirit is powerful, man. It's not just the flesh. Our spirit is powerful. It don't matter what flesh we get put in. Our spirit makes that flesh great. All right, that genealogy makes that flesh become great, man. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I didn't want to make this long. This is a quick, you know, to the point lesson. And with that, I want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Karkadash. So the next time, Shalom, Akim, and keep faith.